Hey guys, Jaxer, Free Auto Mechanic. Today we're working on our 2006 Chevy Silverado, and the issue we're having is with our climate control. This particular vehicle has automatic climate control. You can set the driver's side separate from the passenger side. What the issue is it's blowing cold air out the driver's side when you've got it set to heat. Plenty of heat comes out the passenger side, and periodically you have the complete opposite. During the summer, you got your air conditioning on, it'll just start blowing out hot air. And the problem is the actuator is failing on the driver's side, and I ordered a part from Dorman. This is what the actuator looks like. That's all we've got to do is replace this little piece. Next question is, where is it? Well, for the driver's side, that's right, down underneath the dash. So next thing to do is to get after it. So let's tear it apart. So you squeeze and pinch, the electrical connector comes out of the way. There's two 5.5 millimeter bolts that are holding it on, and then you just pull it down out of the way. Now, before you do that, I forgot to mention that you'll want to turn your automatic climate control to the off position with the key on. Turn it off and then turn the key off before you take this out, and that will align the shaft in the correct position. So when we get our new one out and we go to put it up in there, we have to line it up on the shaft up inside there. I don't know that you can see it too well. So that shaft has to be lined up whenever we go to put it on. Now I will note that I set both of these side by side. We've got our old one, we've got our new one. I'll put a link to getting the new one if you need it. There's the part number. But you'll notice we set our control setting to the off position, and the one we got is pretty close to being in the same exact spot, so you should be able to just put it in there. And do not turn this. According to the instructions, there's a big warning. You can pause it and read that if you want to. So we're going to put that in there, making sure that we get it on the shaft correctly and lined up. And there is not a whole lot of space to do this. As you can see, I've got the shaft lined up, maybe. I've got the shaft just inside it before I put it up there. And it's all the way in. So now all I got to do is put my screws back in. Easier said than done with one hand. But I'm going to set the camera down and get my hand on these tools. So you can see I ended up using this 1/4-inch ratchet with the swivel head, and that's on the front side, the easy side. This back side, not so easy. For the back side bolt, I just used my 1/4-inch ratchet in the socket, and there was barely enough room to get in there as you're fighting this, which I'm not even sure why they have that there, and then it's hitting on here. If you've got better tools or shorter ratchets, whatever you got to do to get in there to get at it, it beats taking the carpet out and this whole center console out. Once you get her tightened up, which you can forget about seeing it with your eye, you're just going to have to feel it. once you get it tightened up, then we'll plug this back in. And we'll find our key. Turn the key on. She's working like she should. Awesome. So now that we've tested the operation, we know it's good. We can put our lower panel back on. And this particular one only had the 3 screws holding it on. So just kind of slide it back up in the same way you took it out. Raise it up. Put your 3 screws back in. I won't bore you with making you watch me do that. So now we've got her fixed up. Everything's the way we need it to be. Our air conditioning's working. Our heater's working. And occasionally, it used to make this clicking noise underneath. Apparently that's where it was coming from. I didn't look into it too hard before. But if yours is doing that, making a clicking noise, this will take care of that problem as well. Thanks again for watching.